Good morning. My name's Kim. Welcome to my channel. YouTube's back. YouTube is back. It went away all over the world. So I want to say thank you to my YouTube family. We know all over the world. Yeah, you could make videos, but you couldn't upload them. So YouTube is back, baby. Now then. Hey, they told me to jump in. We're going to get into it. We're going to get into all of it. And I thank you for clicking on this video. And this will be a channeled message for your highest good. So while we're here, let's release karma for the higher good of the entire collective consciousness. That includes your feckless, difficult, toxic people. I trust this message has found you at the perfect time. I really appreciate you. No, YouTube, I didn't know what to do. YouTube went, it went bye-bye is what it did. I don't know what happened, but it happened all over the world. Like somebody, I don't know, hacked it or something, Go figure. But as always, collective, I love you so much. And I'm so very proud of you. Well, we made it. We came through the other side of whatever that little YouTube glitch was. The morning fairy is being represented today during your morning reading by the fairy of naughtiness. Just because you're being naughty doesn't mean you're being bad. Right? YouTube is back. It's blockbuster. A road opener vibration opened it up full throttle again. I had to go do other things. Why have cable when you can just go on YouTube and watch all kinds of stuff? Why would you? Well, I guess you kind of have to have. We have crap. Because I am in the land of enchantment. Well, we have crap, which you have to have. They carry YouTube, but they couldn't do diddly squat about what happened to YouTube. You can hear collectively in the collective consciousness, like when it dawned on us that it wasn't a working, the whole collective consciousness of the human race. Oh no, what the feck is going on with the YouTube? Oh, and then we like, oh no, what are we supposed to do? We're going to have to entertain ourselves. No. Oh, the humanity. The humanity. And then it came back. So now then, let's put your channeled message into context, shall we? So that it stays relevant and timely. If memory serves, this is a timeless reading. No matter when you click on it, view the entire video. If you do that, oh please, just so I know what the experience is like, give me a blue heart. Or do I have to have like at least 2,000 to 25,000 subscribers before I can use the blue heart? Leave me a comment, explain it to me. Well, your soul can hold the golden winged emblem of spiritual journey, collective, in the undertaking of your dreams, deep thoughts and meditation. High Priestess card says you must not desire or need to or want to. You must know about this massive shift. You create a new reality and you make sense of it all. Now this requires moving from acting out to simply acting, with being in alignment with intentionality. This right here, right now, means true dreaming. It's time for you to fully culminate your dreams. Your manifestation skills are very nice. Oh, and I found more. I researched the white snake, so that's going to be a surprise at the very end. It'll be titillating, I promise. I promise. It'll be worth your while. And here we've got George Geo the Slow. Take your sweet time. No rush. Savor. Keep your thoughts sweet and lush. Think it over. Don't overanalyze, just think it over. Mull. This is the wayside gnome. They live in the ground. They're famous for stubbornness and for their wisdom. You are like Geo the Slow, practical, down to earth, deeply rooted in reality, and you disapprove of anything airy-fairy. Remember, gnome jokes are not very funny, because on purpose they never remember how to get to the punchline, collective. See, you've got to have comedic timing in order to set up the joke, spike it like a volleyball, and then you do the punchline. If you want to take on these down-to-earth, rooted in reality tone, then you become like Geo here. We're going to put him in with the naughty fairy. That would be a slow, noisy one. That's right. To start your day with a slow, noisy, fabulous future. Because on YouTube, the creators, we speak a magical language. We speak a magic language on YouTube. And it's back, baby. Oh, we missed you, YouTube. We had no idea how much we depend on YouTube, and it went away. Now then, let's get to your blessing, shall we? Now I'm going to hydrate so we can just right through this part. Give you your daily blessings because you deserve them. Don't you know? To get up on my ladder. To get up on the ladder. Doing this job, I knew it was a dangerous job when I took it. I had no idea. Now then, this is a tarot and fairy oracles, the springboard. It's for fun. It's not for fortune telling. It's not for predictions. But remember to like and subscribe and tickle the bell and leave a comment and use the, if there's a hype feature on this video, if there is one, go for it. Go for all the gusto you can. All of this helps that channel. It helps it to grow. So I don't do fortune telling or predictions. Got it? Get it off your bucket list. But I tap into some pretty damn dark energies out there so that you will learn to use your discernment. I mean, I'm happy that you listen to me, but I'm just a guide. I'm just the messenger. You need to use your discernment and your own intuition. Please. This video is created for informational and educational purposes only under the principles of fair use. The goal of this channel, I'm making a playlist, is to discuss and analyze these videos. I do one every day. But it was up in the air there because we didn't know how long the YouTube was going to be gone. It could have been down for whoo. Oh, yeah. Ain't nothing I could do about it. But somehow you all would know. She'll be back. She's like a bad penny or a homing pigeon. She'll just find her way back here. Uh-huh. Well, the goal is to make that playlist. I've got more than 220, almost 30, right? Videos. Go check out my playlist so we can discuss and analyze and document, because we do one a day, like a vitamin, like taking your Geritol, right, boys and girls? And I do these fairy tales that are interlaced with public service announcements about the evil of bullies and narcissism. Using the tarot and the fairy oracles and everything I can get my hands on. So you come in here. It's a safe place for you to be. You have a place to belong. And if you like the energy on my channel, you really should subscribe. It doesn't cost a thing. Get your family and friends to subscribe. Play along. Yeah. The content shared here is based on publicly available information, but I researched the feck out of it. But the tarot fairy oracle readings, those are for your enjoyment, because I have fun doing this. That's the only reason I'm doing this. I'm not doing this for money. They won't let me do many until I have 140,000 hours of watch time. Oh, what have I got now? Let's see. 300. Ooh. 500 hours of watch time. I've only been here since last June. So, the reason I'm here is because I have fun doing this. And I encourage thoughtful discussion in the comments section. And I'm providing awareness about narcissism and all of its manifestations at home, in the workplace, at school, at home, at work, at play. It doesn't matter. They're everywhere. Your butt nuts. Drawing from original versions of fairy tales is how I do it, not the sanitized ones. Not on my channel, 5 Mirror Mirror Tarot. I reveal how these tales illustrate each stage of the alchemical work we do here. Getting all cozy, hydrating, getting something to drink and snuggling and getting all snuggered in so that we can listen and do this reading together. Because it's fun. Because it's pretty creepy out there in the world. It's pretty cruddy out there in the world and scary and crap. So not like we're escaping, because we do our program and then we do our best to be the best we can be and do our best, no matter what the hell's been flung our way. But we do alchemical work here. We raise a cone of power. We draw in the fairy realm. We draw in the angelic realm. They're both from the Eastern Quarter. I call upon our grandmothers and grandfathers of the East. Please, I invite you to come in here and join in our magic circle. May you be blessed. May you be enticed. I call upon our grandmothers and grandfathers of the South. I invite you in. Take blessings for yourself. Spirits of fire, fire, warm desire. Please join our magic circle. I call upon our grandmothers and grandfathers of the West, the myth and mermaids of the Western Quarter. I entice you, please, to join in to our magic circle. You're invited in. I call upon our grandmothers and grandfathers of the North. Oh, please, I invite you to be honored and come in here and join in our magic circle as we raise this cone of power. And we come back to the east. Kasha. Thank you. On this channel, we marry, meet, and marry part, and marry, meet again. We have fun, our soul family. We are a sassy, fierce soul family. This is for entertainment purposes, because I'm documenting every day we do one video for these tarot enhanced channeled messages. Because I'm building a playlist with accuracy and sensitivity and respect. And I use fairy tales whose own origins coincide with narcissistic traits. And that's why I use signs and clues and jokes and funny songs and storytelling, magical storytelling, to explain the imperative phases of us using the tarot and the Proud Fairy oracles and every oracle I can get my little hands on lately, for your entertainment, for you collective. Because you come here, you found this channel, I'm here to keep you on your path of initiation, where you continue showing up and being who you really are every day. Now then, your blessings start. Your squirrely, toxic one spoke of obscene things. They misinterpret who the world sees in them, because they're very toxic, some of them. To detect narcissistic wound or rage is stewing. Go limited contact, they'll get really desperate and start acting out in new ways. Some of you get to bring in a raise. Oh, I like that. Or you acquire a new job, or a new responsibility or promotion in the job you already have. It seems more like it. Some of you cleansing your house of negativity. Some of you with these toxic family members, trust has been intensely damaged. Toxic person's hopes and dreams are crushed. It's their fault. It's their karma. They wouldn't listen to you. They wouldn't listen to anybody. And they can't face what is real. And then there's the impulsiveness. I know what am going to set them off. Total absence of enthusiasm and initiative, because they burnt themselves out, their own energies. They did it. They blame everyone, everything, but it was them. Great courage for you. Valor and self-control. Presence of mind. It's only in danger when they're in desperation and they really, really start putting pressure on you. Whatever it is. As soon as they get what they want, you're discarded. Some of you get spiritual employment. Some of you just employment. Passion for life, passion for love itself. Some of you catfish vibration used to trick someone from going from a little prank like a joy buzzer to criminal mischief vibes. Like going too far. It's not funny. Cognitive dissonance happens. When you hold conflicting beliefs at the same moment in time, a narcissist is oftentimes sociopathic manipulator, and cognitive dissonance is a favorite weapon to wield. Your narcissist is banking on keeping every victim, not just you, of their ploy, kept in a constant state of emotional chaos. Until the end of time can tell, so they can squeeze every bit of whatever they benefit for just them. And you feel more safe in being seen lately. You're coming out of your hermit. It all comes down to harmony here. You need to get out. You were fine We were going to leave you alone. You divulged information that contradicted evidence. And what you told us before, we were only here to talk. That's it. You squared up and attacked someone. That means they got in an argument and they threw their fisticuffs. They started brawling. They couldn't win, so they exploded in a narcissistic rage because they were trying to gaslight someone. This could be you I'm talking about. And that person wasn't buying into it, and so they got socked in the jaw for saying no. Well, that gets through the grapevine, that gets around, so that the next person that they're going to try and suck into this stupid scheme isn't even going to talk to them if it means you're going to lose your effing mind and you're going to start hitting people. They just, God, they think that they can just force people, okay. No, they can't. It's not working. Some of you are choosing a healthy diet. Good for you. Double your pleasure, double your fun. You cancel, you send away negative vibrations and replace them with a positive mindset. You told your narcissist or bully to piss off. But something that you are doing is taking up too much of your time, too much of your energy. It's with this toxic person and your life. And you see, you can't keep doing it this way if you want to succeed. So you're closing this energy off, person, place, or thing. Third party endings. Whoever they're if it's at work, they're triangulating you against the boss. Well, they can't do that anymore. Boss is still there, you're still there. It didn't work. Chances are they're not going to be there much longer for pulling this crap. A bad attitude is like a flat tire. If it isn't fixed, can't go anywhere. A bully pushes or roots for you to forge on the path of destruction and destitution for the bully's sake or others. That's them and their little clique, fellow toxic gang stalkers, flying monkeys, psychic vampires, one and all. Ooh, you change your luck. You bring good things into your life and you just do that. Angostura, South American vibration, used to deal with life's problems. How to play the victim. They should write a book. Because it's a shit show that they're trying to pull you into. Generosity vibrations for you. Broad-mindedness. Deep sympathy and understanding for people who you're not wasting your time and energy on because they're not toxic. You're telling your difficult people, I can't do that, fool. As in, I won't do that, fool. Superficial, undeveloped mentality, fool. Or they get a shock to their nervous system because whatever they're doing, but not just due to everyone, it's not working. You live a successful life. You have a remarkable career. You got you rolling on the floor. That's belly laughing. You're having a lot of funny laughter in your life. Better than crying. This is the right thing to do. Laugh. Self-care, self-help practices a rule. don't they now? If I'm hydrating, you need to. All we do is come in here and do a reading. There's nothing nefarious that what we're doing here. Do I take this with me for some reason? I mean it. Fairy of naughtiness. Just because you're being naughty doesn't mean you're being bad. That's a little puritanical and judgmental and being critical of yourself. Quit it. There's no need. Now let me get over there. Holy Spirit, what does the divine need to share? No, I mean it. What does the divine need to share? 2, 5, 5, 5 on the timer. We got a 4 right here. 4 of hearts. The fish is the emblem of richer and riches through stocks, but for your butt nut, failure, your toxic people, failure, and disaster. Huh. I'm tapping into the morning fairy. Where'd she go? That's Indy. I'm tapping into the morning fairy for you because I love you. We are pleased about her presence. This fairy is fond of appearing to housefraus, you know, housewives or house husbands, right? In the sudden quiet moments, once the rest of the family or the clan is out the door for school or work, right? Now she whispers in your ear, don't do a thing. Don't do chores. Don't worry about it. Forget about it. Do something you like for just you. Do something fun for yourself. You know you'd like to. You want to do it right now. She is the delightful fairy behind any irresistible desire to shirk and be a shiftless dreamer for a moment. Then, and only then, she will urge you to finally pick up your urge to write a book or sign up for a course in Latin or French cuisine. Right? So the little fishy fish, that's the 4 of Cups. See? 4 of Hearts is the 4 of Cups, and I can't make this up. Why, looky, there's a 5 of Cups. No reason to cry over spilled milk. And then there's the King of Pentacles reversed. In a new way, taking action on the feminine, not just like being in the masculine and taking action. Masculine taking action in the feminine. Because in the past you weren't getting a fair exchange of energy from these toxic people, places, things, situations that you healed, and you moving yourself forward. You did that. This is you coming into this new version of yourself, and you really like it a lot because you're being rewarded for showing up for yourself. You've done so much work on yourself, so that this is an old version of yourself that was wishy-washy, couldn't make a decision, always had to talk to all these different people to make a decision. You don't like that anymore. You can't tolerate it. You've outgrown it. You've outgrown that way of being. I know. I don't know where they're coming from or how. Little bastards. It's spring, so there's ants. Frickin' ants. What crosses the situation? Oh dear, we dropped it. I hope you're doing well. The Jack of Spades. That would be the Knight of Swords. The Shepherd indicates an intense love of life and strong fellow feeling. Camaraderie is what that means. Requires moving from acting out to acting with intentionality. The mask of truth is Sylvania's. The truth, the heart of the matter is clear. This card means true dreaming. This one. You are cutting through deception. You hold characteristics of this card. The Lord of the Woodland commands the universe, and he is an authority. That's you. And the fairies welcome you to your own potential. Sylvanius is the guardian of the woodland. Your soul holds the golden winged emblem of spiritual journey and the understanding of your dreams, understanding of deep thought, and understanding of your meditation. Yeah. No, I didn't throw that one on the ground. Threw the other one on the ground. And there it is. Still. Understanding your dreams. That's a man holding a sword. Taking action, Shepherd indicates strong camaraderie feeling of belonging. Three of Pentacles reversed. They tried to hide 3 things from you, and now those things have come out of the woodwork and you know what they are. And they were right. They didn't want you to ever find out about those 3 things because it was going to be a deal breaker. And it was. For once, they were right about something. That was the deal breaker. High Priestess. In a new way, you must know. You must. You don't want to or need to know. You must know about this massive shift. The High Priestess in a new way. That's why she's upside down. You create a new reality and you make sense of it all. All kinds of things become clear. In a new way, you learn that your soul can hold the golden winged emblem of spiritual journey and the undertaking of your dreams and the understanding, but the undertaking is to take action, not passive. In Pisces, Neptune in Pisces, Neptune in Aries, the undertaking of your dreams, the undertaking of your deep thoughts, the undertaking of your meditation. This requires moving from acting out to simply acting with alignment, with intentionality. This right here, right now. This card means true meaning. They're being exposed in ways, they're getting karma, they don't like it. In public, And they don't like to be wrong. So the more bad things that be happening, them getting karma, they keep come gunning for you. Because they're used to distracting everyone by, look how evil collective is, because look what I've discovered and uncovered. And now these cards are falling all over the place. But this card right here, look at it. It means true dreaming to full culmination. You manifest your deep thoughts, your meditations, and your dreams. This is true dreaming, this card. Meditate on this card. Meditate on this card. It means true dreaming. Let me just throw that Emperor aside like nothing. It's just still on the floor. Basis of the situation, the Queen of the Night. The Railroad, clarifying that card, forecast us a long journey. And the divine is going to keep them busy so that you can do this spiritual journey and start undertaking your dreams. Keep telling you, they keep trying to knock you off your square because they don't want you to progress. They don't want you to make it. They don't want you to succeed. Queen of the Night. Misdirected energy leads to burnout. That's what they're trying to do. They're burnout, so they want you to burn out. This is a strong urge or desire or yearning to not live your life like that anymore. You are a muse. You are an inspiration to not choose burnout ever again, because you see that these people especially trigger this in you because you are so sweet and nice and good. Well, that's an old version of you. You're not like that anymore. Aries. What did I just say? Neptune in Aries wants to do things now, immediately. While Saturn, I told you that too in yesterday's video. While Saturn is slow and steady, and this creates a bottleneck effect, where if you try to force things too fast, you'll create delay. So chill. Take it easy. Or you could get severe burnout. So that's what I'm warning you against. Don't you do it. There's no reason for you to do it. You have a yearning, this is your new version of yourself, to not do that with them at all on any level anymore, because you're getting so much accomplished in your own life for your own sake. 4 of Clubs, you've got a decision to make. 2 of Clubs. 2 of Wands. The Railroad foresees a long journey. Your soul can hold the golden winged emblem of spiritual journey. Let's go. Let's go, collective. Let's do that. Oh, yes, please. Page of Cups reversed. Oh, and the more you make these decisions without any shadow of a doubt, you weigh it well, you don't do it in haste. They want you to do things in haste so you'll screw up. And you're not doing it. So they're bummed out. They don't want you to keep connecting to your most authentic self because they can't control that. It pisses them off. They want to go back to where they can tie you in a pretzel. Keep you off balance. This is them wanting to stop you from getting the love you deserve, getting a new lover, different lover, but I know some of you already have this. They're not happy about it. And they know you're getting the love you deserve and that you're better off without them and that you're never, ever going to go back. They thought you were going to crawl back to them and you didn't. simply because you outgrew them, and then you went no contact. Then you cut the cord. Then you put your life back together, and they are not happy that you're happy. They want you miserable and destitute. Over the next 2 weeks, you attract in the fairy of bright future energies. Today, essential companions for you on this spiritual journey. Coherence here means pacing yourself, setting realistic goals, understanding that lasting results will take time. These are the fairies of the future. Stay centered in the now. Guidance is abound. You keep it moving forward. Like in the tarot, the fairy in fairy, past, present, and future is deeply intertwined. The gnome of now advises you to look in both directions, backwards and forwards, all at the same damn time. Having then and now, stay in focus. These gnomes over here in the background of this card urges you to go forward. You are handed a hazelnut of wise future choices. Accept it. Do so and be grateful while you're doing it. And I hand you a nut. Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't. Because... yeah, see this little guy in the corners holding a nut. Yeah. The 10 of spades. That's a 10 of swords. And the rod. It's a tie me to the whipping post. Good God, I feel like I'm dying. The rod predicts family quarrels and pecuniary losses for your butt nuts. You're getting karma. Universe is kicking their ass. Then we got the strength. That's you. Oh, your strength. They're under a divine retribution judgment. Why, you're supposed to be going limited or no contact from these squirrely people because they're getting karma. They're already getting karma. They come running to you because they think that somehow you're going to stop. They can't take anymore, so they come, please pray for me or something. I'll pray for you, but it's not going to stop. And then your cup is filled to overflowing. How come collective is blessed? How come collective gets blessed? They don't get anything because collective has a soul. That right there. That sums it up in a nutshell. What crowns you? Queen of the new day? Yeah. It's karmic cleanup for your ego. Saturn is in Aries, dismantling the old, unaligned stories about who you are and what you deserve. It pushes you to stop seeking validation outside of yourself, and instead you find your inner authority. Without a coherent, self-aware approach, you may find yourself struggling with self-doubt or being forced to face and then heal the roots of your fear. Well, if you really must. Queen of the new day facing this day. Stop and think about this day. And this situation could be seen in a better light. It means it's not as bad as you think it is. Things are not as bad as they seem. Whew. What's this? Is the 8 of Cups. You taking chill, settling in, being really good and nice to yourself. You award yourself 10 cups. The cat indicates flattery. Your butt nut gets personal injury, though. And they go on to denote strife in their life because they refuse to change. Yep. They don't pay attention to details. They do everything in haste. Everything now that they're doing used to get a pleasure out of being evil. Now it's a chore too. Whatever job they have, they hate their job. Hate it. 2 of Wands reversed. And they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. By now, they would have fixed it by now. 6 of Wands, man. They're not successful. And so they double down on being mean to you in order to make themselves feel better. 8 of Wands. There is nothing up there for them to draw from. They're burning themselves out. 8 out of 10 now. 2 more wands. 2 more feck ups. Then they ultimately burden themselves. Think about this day. How can dealing with your butt nuts, how can you deal with them in a better way? Screw them. How can you deal with them in a better way for your outcomes with them? Setting boundaries and maintaining them. Huh? How? Setting new boundaries with them. Definitely in the future. 8 of Wands. Ooh, the clubs. 8 of Wands. The snake indicates enmity and calamities for your chuckle nuts, the degree of which is governed by the Lady of the Unicorns. Woo! Belief in showing up for yourself first and foremost. Well, your butt nut does not show up for themselves. They're posers. And they don't believe in what you believe in, so there's no magical connection to any kind of guidance or guardianship for them. They're screwed. And they're running with the scissors. You plan, don't just act. You take time to strategize before launching new projects. You own your mistakes. If you fail, you take responsibility immediately, and you will experience more growth. You reevaluate your relationships. You let go of dynamics built in codependence or silence, where you're just expected to shut up and like it or lump it. You're not doing that anymore. You promised me you weren't going to do that anymore. Right? You promised. Okay. This is them being stuck. Things for you are happening so fast. Your head is spinning. You're being encouraged by the High Priestess that you must know about this massive shift. You create a new reality, the High Priestess says. They're stuck. They're the opposite. 5 of Swords. You defeating them, and you're pleased about it. 2 of Swords, 5, 6, 7 of Swords. That's you outsmarting them, trying. A 7 of Swords is them being shady, lying, cheating, stealing on you, smear campaigning you, gaslighting you, blame twisting on you. And go to full discard. Last time they did the discard on you, you freed yourself completely and you didn't go crawling back to them, and they're pissed about that to this day. They want to get even with you because you're the one that got away. And you're able to hold your own no matter what crud they fling your way. You just dodge it. You're not affected, and they keep running with the scissors and tripping. Ouch! They get up and run with the scissors and trip some more. It's what they do. It's what they do. In the place of hope. The fox is close proximity. Distrust of acquaintances who are seeking to betray you. They are a danger to you. It's butt nuts. And here's the death fairy. She's perhaps the most feared of all fairies. She's a banshee. She's the cry of a banshee. She's the washer of the ford, washing the grave clothes of those about to die. Okay, this card means slow down. When you feel the urge to do something now, take a breather. Saturn often delays things that are not ready to launch, so that's kind of a blessing. Don't get bogged down by things that you neglected to do. Instead, change them. This is an irresistible summons from another world to protect your energy. Be intentional about what you commit to and who you commit to. As burnouts are higher probability than usual can happen, in short, Saturn in Aries requires you to act as a disciplined warrior rather than a reckless soldier. Banshee. Saying she is warning that there's great permanent changes coming. And that they're about to get it for betraying you, ghosting you, treating you like dirt. You got no fair exchange of energy from them ever. It was a lie. They do, yes I did. Don't you remember, don't you know? And tell you, gaslighting you, telling you stuff that did not happen. Don't you remember you said, you never said that. Yes, but you did, you just don't remember. I never said that to you. And they tell you what crappy memory you have when they're the ones with the crappy. That's projection. Ace of Pentacles reversed. They're a poser. They do not want to be their most authentic self. They rejected it and then weaponized their false self to become a shithead who only looks at what they've lost. You're like, give me this blessing. I want to claim it. It's so big. And in a new way, you're already claiming that blessing is walking right over to you. You celebrate it. Then this is you not being trapped in your own head anymore. Them living rent-free in your head, your toxic little pricks. P-R-I-X, pricks. And I want those around collective. Think of you, collective. The blessing, they think you're a blessing. The park foretells a new love. But it warns you about people who say they're happy for you in this new love. They're false friends. They're jealous. Of course they are. You get a ton of blessings for the day. You're staying coherent. This is essential for the preventing impulsive false starts. Aries naturally wants to jump first and to think later, but Saturn demands long-term commitment. Without coherence and a clear plan, you risk wasting energy on flashes in the pan or projects that are at risk because they are lacking on some level a solid foundation. Then it's simple. Make sure you give your project a solid foundation to springboard from. You're the blessing. Creating and counting more blessings. That 4 of Cups was you counting blessings. Then you get 2 more blessings, 2 more brand new blessings. You carry a twin flame energy where your inner divine feminine and inner divine masculine are completely balanced out and working with the universe to bring your deep thoughts, your meditations, and your dreams to full culmination. Not just nice ideas, you're living the dream. And you leveled up in order to do that. And you close down this toxicity, this cycle of toxicity. You don't have time for it. And then you're resting, you're chilling, you're eating right, you're really taking this angle on health. And I'm proud of you, she says as she falls off the ladder. Heart's desire, the Prince of Light, bright, stunning new beginning. The lesson this morning on 5 Mirror Tarot, the lesson for you: Saturn rewards calculated risks rather than blind risks or leaps. Fresh start, peacemaker vibe. Create a personal mission statement to filter which impulses are worth pursuing. Potential is recognized and acted upon. See, I'm proud of you. See, you learned this lesson this morning. 4 of Diamonds. 4 of Pentacles. You're juggling everything nicely. The dog represents true friends, but it also warns you by barking about. Be warned of unsuspected enemies. They're up to something. Their smiles don't meet their eyes. Liars. You're supposed to be doing whatever the divine is guiding you to do. Go do that. Everything they invest in harming you is shoved right up their poop chutes. They get it shoved right down their throats. All that negative energy. It's theirs. It's not yours. And then say you turn your back on what they're trying to do to you and you move yourself forward with momentum. And you allow everything not forced to fit into place to enlightenment. There's your spiritual journey. And you're undertaking your dreams. Yeah, you have to decide. Your ship is coming in. You need to prepare for these blessings to come. Prepare. Be prepared. Dun, 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 dun. Be prepared. The ship is the symbol of riches, and it dictates wealth by inheritance or trade. It also foretells of a voyage. Your soul can hold the golden winged emblem of spiritual journey, the undertaking of your dreams that comes in suddenly. The gotcha fairy. Sudden shock, unexpected event or situation pops up, or rude awakening. Rude awakening would be that your nightmare's over. You weren't ready for it. Navigating the system, you hit the reset button. Saturn, Neptune conjunction. In February 2026, Saturn will join Neptune at 0 degrees in Aries. The Big Bang, this is the degree of the zodiac. This rare alignment acts as a total reboot of reality. We need it. Where old rules are replaced by new ones. Also, this is called the out of the blue fairy. Like you wake up in the middle of the night in a hot sweat because it's going to be morning in 2 hours and you forgot to buy an anniversary present. The second you wake up, they have the look. They know that at some point today you're going to give me an anniversary present. Right? Not like last year and the year before where you didn't. Yeah, look at this little sprout of a bright new in your job. New contract, new money, raise, promotion, new responsibility, pay raise, new employment. Maybe you got a new job. And it comes. Yeah, because you're able to sensibly walk away from the old and you take on the new, which is what I just said. In a new way, you got up the ladder finally. So that is a new start. 7 of Cups. Look at all these opportunities. Ooh, ooh, ooh. New way that all this is in alignment for you to claim these blessings of abundance that are in alignment to grow. And all happens suddenly, the out of the blue fairy. I like that. Where you don't expect it. It's a shock. It's a surprise. It's the white snake. So you think you know about the white snake. The white snake is snake is snake. Okay, and this is from the Fairy Tale Oracle from Lucy Cavendish. The white snake is good deeds are rewarded, sacrifice. If sound, it is rewarded. If it's bollocks, it's not. That's how you'll know. Boldness and righteous anger is rewarded. No excuses can be made while we are confronted by the honest truth. You are the humbled creature, the creative one that no one else has so much to offer in a situation, but you do. Love on your animals, and you live to know, to understand, to alchemize, and to have wisdom. This talks about you are protected by the landman she. Sidhe is she. The landman she of Irish fairy tales. Now this is not a vampiric entity, even though when I was giving you the blessings, I was warning you about, and this would resonate to what I told you at the very beginning, about psychic energy vampires. But this is not the vampiric entity. Got it? Nope. In Irish fables, the landman she is regarded as a life-giving spirit that inspires poets and bards and minstrels. Both names mean the fairy sweetheart or servant who is saved from execution in this fairy tale, in this oracle from Lucy Cavendish. The landman she that protects you and your family unity is honored every Christmas day in your family collective. You all drink a drink to this fairy's honor that has protected generations and canceled out generational curses. Where your elder sips from a fairy cup, which is drained to the last drop on Christmas Day for the luck. Fa la 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 la. The beneficial spirit took the small knife and he cut the apple from the tree of life. Was the final quest. The princess takes the 2 pieces of the apple. She keeps one for herself. She hands the other to the man, her true love, her beloved, so that she and the servant, they each eat half of the forbidden fruit, and they fall deeply in love, true love. There's no more excuses. They live together well into old age. You have recently experienced a time when you felt that people seemed distant, unemotional, or lacking in warmth, and you help others heal their frosty heart space. It's what you do. So, this is the surprise. That's the Grimm's fairy tale. This one is the White Snake, the fairy tale about a servant who was told to eat a snake. That's what this one is. Don't worry, it tastes like chicken. It's a magical snake that gives advice to a dim-witted king who refused to think for himself, is the moral of this story. So the servant can understand the language of animals after he took a bite out of that magical snake. After all, he uses this gift to prove his innocence, that he did not literally steal the queen's ring she accused him of, but he did recover it. He didn't steal it, but he recovered it. The ring for the queen, he got it any way he could with the help of lots of animals, because he could speak to the animals. And then he wins the princess over at the end by sharing an apple from the tree of life, that tree of life. And they fall deeply in love and live happily ever after. But the legend of the white snake, this is where we learn that nature has so much to offer. All of us collective. This one is for animal lovers, this version. If only we will listen. And as long as it is a meaningful message, then it's all cool. Your life deserves a well-structured plot. With Neptune and Saturn and Aries, the 17th was an eclipse. That's why we lost YouTube on the 17th. That's what happened. That's all it was. You are the kind-hearted protagonist. So I encourage you to make your life story memorable, collective. By Suzanne, a 1,000-year-old white snake spirit who transforms into a gorgeous, perfectly formed woman to experience human love. So by Suzanne, this white snake spirit is kind of like Samantha Stevens in Bewitched. She married a mortal, Zuzi in, but their romance is threatened by a pesky Buddhist monk, Fahai, who separates them, imprisoning her under a pagoda. I say the main characters are thus. By Suzanne is White Snake, and then there's her companion. It's actually her child, is Zio King, the green snake, and then there's her mortal husband, Zuzian, the herbalist. First there's romance, they meet, they fall in love, they get married, and they successfully run a charitable pharmacy together, an apothecary. Now the monk believes that the union between a human and a spirit being is unnatural. He's ignorant. He manipulates the husband. He forces him to see his wife's true snake form, and then the husband keels over from terror, and he dies from sheer fright. The climax of this legend by Suzanne endangers her life to steal a magical herb called Maui Wowie times Skywalker Kush, used to resurrect his soul. Later, she battled that cockroach, that fake poser narcissistic monk, Fahai, at Jinsen City's Jinshan Stone Temple, causing a flood to save her husband. Despite her effort, Jimmy Baishujin, the white snake, is imprisoned under the pagoda of all pagodas, the Leaf Ing Pagoda at West Lake. The story oftentimes ends with her son, the green snake, freeing her, or it spells out her eventual redemption, emphasizing themes of a racy, enduring love and fate. This story has been adapted into a ton of good shit, like operas, movies, TV shows, evolving from a cautionary fairy tale about demons, go figure, landing in a romantic story of devotion. Well, I have no idea how we did, but YouTube is back, so I absolutely cannot wait to do this all again in your next reading. Merry meet and merry part and merry meet again. I love you guys so, so much in perfect love and in perfect trust, and I am so grateful for you. But with that being said, I'm going to post this because I don't know how long it's going to take. It could take hours and hours, I don't know. But with that being said, I'm happy that YouTube came back. YouTube is back. Kalu Kalay, my Beamish boys and girls. YouTube is back. And so with that being said, I thank you so much for sharing this absolutely fabulous, this magical, ever-growing, safe, all-encompassing, tapping into the fairy realm, this free-spirited, sensual, open space that you come here and you make me so damn happy. You show me a kindness. So I want you to go out there and have a really great day.